I'm telling to the game. Cause I'm telling to the game.
Track.
Cause I'm telling to the game. Because I'm telling to the game.
And this is what Miami Heat basketball is all about. Miami Heat.
Telling to the game like a well-made suit. I got the world right here in my hands and I'm ready to shoot the ball. So game on. I got this money in my hands on a Friday night.
Wait, that's his former teammate.
Gamesmanship here by Dwayne Wade.
Tell it to the game. Tell it to the game. Tell it to the game. I'm telling to the game. Tell it to the game. I'm telling to the game. Tell it to the game. I got the world right in my hands and I'm ready to shoot the ball. I'm shooting, so game on. Game on. I got money in my hands on a Friday night.
I got money in
world
my
in my
hands.
review cause I'm out of sight. No more stars. Carry the world like you all. Like you all.
Tell it to the game, so it's time to get my game on. Johnny Storm hot, all I gotta scream is flame on. For I am fantastic, stacks flip, call it acrobatics. I never go broke, I'll let them bricks do gymnastics. Got my cash stretching like elastic. Money gotta have it, I'm a brown paper bag it. Throw it in the wall, the basement or the attic. I don't stand on the block, man, I trap across the act.
It's gonna be tough one. Every night we're gonna have a bullseye on the back.
The world is in my hand, and I'm not gon' pass it. All I know is go hard until they put me in a casket. Got the open lane, now I'm headed to the basket. And talking on you bitches like my name is Wayne Wade. I ball with the Heat and DFB and LeBron James. I get it aimed in my tailor-made suit. Man, I'm burning up the booth. I hold my suit is fireproof because I only speak the truth. Real life from the start to the finish. Mix the ether with the fire, that's the flame you can't extinguish. EA, cause I am in the game. LB, that is my name. I'm a beast with the same. Welcome to the house of pain.
To the game like a well-made suit. I got this world right in my hands and I'm ready to shoot the ball. So game on. I got this money in my hands on a Friday night. I see the world in my review cause I'm out of sight. No more stars. Carry the world like you haul. Like you haul. Tell it to the game. 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 I'm telling to the game. Tell it to the game. I'm telling to the game. Tell it to the game. Tell it to the game like a well-made suit. I got the world right here in my hands and I'm ready to shoot the ball. So game on.
Yeah. Chill. Serenade. Dan F. Man. Scrap Jones, what up? Leroy Boo. Baggins. This is 3B. ENT. You and I. Riding down Brookshire Avenue in the summertime. I can't lie, when I ride uptown, I feel so alive. The Queen City right here by my side, and it's so divine. Top back with the sun rays on my face in the summertime.
Fresh pair of Ray-Bans, mommy love me, love her. She know what I doin'. I'm trying to get this money, trying to stack, trying to do it. I kick it to the max like Nike, what you doing? You know already gave it wintertime, so the summer, huh? She know what I'm talking about, I'm dipping in the Rover, huh? Like she don't know these tricks is for kids. I'm outside romancing, trying to hop in the Benz. Call my old head Mike, trying to hop in the 10. What they talking about? Them try and follow us then. I mean, I could lock the club down, I could pop bottles, I could buy you diamonds, ropes, and see your ass tomorrow. My baby mother, she don't even startle that thought of that. I'm outside at the club trying to gargle this. What she talking about? Summertime in the QC, huh? She know what the game about. I'm trying to hit a 3, huh?
You and I, riding down Brookshire Avenue in the summertime. I can't lie, when I ride uptown, I feel so alive. The Queen City right here by my side, and it's so divine. Top back with the sun rays on my face in the summertime. Riding down Brookshire Avenue in the summertime. I can't lie, when I ride uptown, I feel so alive. The Queen City right here by my side, and it's so divine. Top back with the sun rays on my face.
First things first, I freaks all the honeys, bunnies, playboy bunnies that's doing numbers. Cause I'm stacking this cash, I'm getting hundreds. It's a damn shame, it's changed the whole world looking funny. Cause I'm coming up fast, I'm in a hurry. I got this life under control, I do not worry. I may have a side piece, but to my dreams I am married. I do not deal with old baggage, I do not carry myself like I'm less than a king. So like a king, you better know if die for my queen. I put my life on the line, hell yeah, I make a scene. Rolling in the range, me and mother looking clean. Me and my girl, we on the scene. I told her, me and you gon' ride though. So open up that side though, the spot we go and slide through. This block party, ain't nobody fucking with my crew. I ain't studying no broad, me and my girl, we gon' cruise down the boulevard.
You and I, riding down Brookshire Avenue in the summertime. I can't lie, when I ride uptown, I feel so alive. The Queen City right here by my side, and it's so divine. Top back with the sun rays on my face in the summertime. Riding down Brookshire Avenue in the summertime. I can't lie, when I ride uptown, I feel so alive. The Queen City right here by my side, and it's so divine. Top back with the sun rays on my face in the summertime.
Was hell. And it, you feel me? Welcome to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man, on the regular camera. Yesterday, I tested out my new camera. I ain't gonna lie. But it looked good, though. It looked good. Maybe I just gotta work it out. Turn that down. As a matter of fact, where your headphones? Checking it out. So we're gonna go ahead and get our motivation for today. You know, we got motivation from women out there today. So y'all stay tuned, sit tight. Let me get it pulled up on the screen. I think we should do motivation for sisters. Let's see what happens when we type that in. Motivation for sisters. There you go. Someday you'll be famous, sir. Someday you will be one. Yes, thank you for saying that. That means you believe in me. That means I'm already famous. Yes, it's my people. I don't want to be famous. I just want to reach your soul. So look, tune in 9 p.m. a.m. to 10 a.m. every Monday through Friday bi-weekly, and you get your knowledge on Expansion Pack. Otherwise, catch me on the game. You know what time it is. All right, so as I get my chats and everything, let's look at what we got as far as motivation for our sisters out there, and we go from there. We're going to holler at my girl. She look like she's very interesting.
Wherever we want to hire someone, it works. Remote gives me a lot of peace of mind. Like, we do exactly everything by the books. They do is a journey management solution for enterprise companies. What we do is something unique. Remote is helping us to coordinate that and to really help to comply with local law so that we don't make any mistakes.
Still trying to get my check. All right, y'all listen up. All the sisters out there.
Like those? Okay,
All my
I'm ready
women.
now. Hi, baby girls. Today, I just feel like yapping and getting pretty, so we're gonna have a little girls chat, and I'm gonna try to give you guys some big sister advice. So literally a year ago, I asked you guys to leave me some comments requesting what you guys wanted me to talk about. I filmed it last year 2 times, but I just hated it both times, so I never posted it. I think I've said this before, but I love you guys' opinions and outlook on everything. Y'all teach me so much, so make sure you leave comments down below. Even if you disagree with what I'm saying, I like to see differing opinions, so definitely join the conversation. So before we actually get started, I did something very impulsive a couple weeks ago, so I want to show you guys. I got another kitty.
Oh, you got another one.
I didn't think that my heart could open so big for cats the way that it has, but I am obsessed. So I just happened to stumble upon the shelter and she was there, and I snatched her up before anyone else could because she was like a hot commodity because she is fluffy. Let me try to show you guys. She's a fluffy girl and she's so sweet. Her and Suki are completely different people. Cats. I think she's around the same age as Suki too, so she's very young. I know, mamas. Just show them one more time. Just say hi one more times. But she is very small. I think she's like 5 pounds, Suki's 6. But she has really big paws, so I think she's gonna get pretty big. But she's very loving. She's always making biscuits and purring. It was so impulsive. I asked them when I could take her home, and they were like, you could take her home right now. And I was like, say less. Suki's right there, but she's cleaning herself, so I'll show you guys an update on her later. Now I have 2 cats and I'm itchy all the time, but it's worth it because every time I come home it's like Christmas. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I am really bad at intros. I'll be sitting here all day trying to start this video. When I asked you guys to leave me the comments, I think a lot of y'all requested kind of the same topics. I'm gonna talk about the most requested one, and then if you like this kind of video, I can make more. I can make it a little series or something, but if not, like, please let me know and I won't waste my time and your time. So a main thing that y'all asked me to talk about was like self-love, confidence, how to put yourself first. So I feel like those all kind of go hand in hand, so I want to talk about that and just like have a lot of time to really dive into that. To be completely transparent with you guys, I do feel like I've always struggled with my self-love and my identity and just being comfortable and confident with myself, but as I get older, I do notice that it's getting a lot better, and I figured out some ways to help me gain more confidence. It is a process and it's not an easy one, so I feel like I can kind of help you guys start your self-love journey. I would definitely say I'm on my journey. So I think one of the first things that I always struggle with, and I think once you stop doing this, everything else falls into place. Something that I actively try to do is to not compare myself to other people, and I think that's a huge thing for learning how to love yourself for who you are and the things that you can offer the world, essentially. Like the saying, comparison is the thief of joy. That is very, very true. You can't be happy with who you are if you're always looking at other people thinking that they have a better life or they look better than you or more talented or whatever. Like, you'll never learn how to focus on growing the strengths and the talents that you have if you're always feeling like you're not good enough. I think your uniqueness is one of the most powerful things about you. People gravitate towards authentic and unique people. I know it's a little scary to be authentically yourself. In my personal experience, I do get a little scared of perception. And so sometimes that does hinder my confidence. Like, since I can remember, I always have been worried about people liking me. I get really, I don't even know the word for it. I guess I get really anxious if I feel like people don't like me. And I think that's like one of the first things you have to learn, is that not everyone's gonna like you, and that's fine. You don't need everybody to like you. I think that causes you to be more unhappy if you're surrounding yourself with people that don't align with the type of person you are. I think it's really important to surround yourself with people who understand you, and you can't really find those people, or those people can't find you, if you're not being authentically yourself. So even if you feel like you're a little quirky or a little different, that's okay. A lot of people are like that. I'm like that. I'm a little weird, I'm awkward, I'm shy, and I used to be kind of like ashamed of who I was, but now I'm learning that a lot of people are hiding under a facade of who they actually are just to fit in. That causes a lot of people to be led in the wrong direction. So for example, like you see someone on Instagram and they look really happy and you think they're so beautiful, whatever, and you're like, what can I do to be like that? So you start watching what they do and you think that you following in their steps is going to get you what they have, but the things that they're doing might not even align with the type of things that you like. That just leaves you feeling really unhappy, really unfulfilled, and that's when you start losing yourself and becoming unhappy with who you are because you're not living in your authentic way. I'd say like the first thing is stop comparing yourself to people, especially because like I work in this space. Social media is the most fake, manipulated thing ever. I know that people can manipulate any type of footage, any type of picture to look like something that it's not. So definitely don't take everything you see on social media or even in real life as the guideline to how you should live your life. I think you should live your life how you want to, and you should strive to make yourself happy and to actually make sure you like yourself before worrying about if other people like you. So yeah, just being authentically yourself and surrounding yourself with people who don't look at that as a bad thing is really important. And if you are around people that make you feel bad about being yourself, then please move on from those people because it's not benefiting your life in any type of way. So I used to have a really bad habit of negative self-talk, and I still find myself doing that, but I'm way more aware of it now. So whenever I do that, I try to like retract what I said and replace it with something positive. So I think another huge step towards being confident and loving yourself is to replace negative self-talk with positives. That could look like positive affirmations every day, or just every time you think a negative thought, immediately replace it with something nicer. So for example, if you're not good at something and you're beating yourself up about it, instead of saying I suck at this, just say I'm working on this. I think it's important to remind yourself that you're a work in progress and give yourself grace. I think we give other people a lot more grace than we give ourselves, which should be the other way around, because at the end of the day, you have to live with yourself forever. You don't have to surround yourself with people that you keep giving grace over and over again and they just keep doing things wrong. It's up to them to become a better person, just like it's up to you to work on yourself. So
hey, now that last bit was good. It's up to them to work on themselves, just like it's up to you to work on yourself. So I hope I think we should come back to this on Wednesday. I always seem to, when it come down to the motivation for my sisters, my daughters, my women, my grandmothers out there on the Wednesday, it seemed like, let me move my mic. It seemed like I'm always running into long form videos more for y'all than I do for when I'm doing stuff for my mans and them out there. You know what I'm saying? But so we're gonna keep this one. I'm gonna write it down on my notepad. Writing in my notepad, feeling so That's crazy. We gonna go to knowledge of expansion pack. We're gonna put her on there. I know I kept the pen up here. Alright, bet. Big sister advice. Time to change my ringtone. My text ringtone. What's her name? T Renee. Alright. Big sister advice. T Renee. And we ain't coming back until finding our way. We ain't coming back, not next week, but the week after that. So this will be on my board to do. Let's hope I don't clean my desk and just throw it out. All right, so now today, what we talking about on expansion pack is learning to win life. All right, learning to win life. So, you know, it's finding our way. So we gotta find our way through this thing as usual. But I asked for a suggestion on what the topic should be. My man's was like, "Hey, so what are we talking about? Like, what's the day?" I was like, finding our way. He was like, you should do this right here. So I'm gonna put this on as per request of my man's back here playing Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Let me go in here and search through the playlist. The knowledges of expansion. See if I can find it, because I'm pretty sure I can.
Imagine being able to...
Alright, it ain't that. This is one of the
Memory
early, it was
is
one of the early
pretty
videos.
critical. Without it, we never be able to learn, well, and
Alright, so give me a second. Flow. Learn this, don't trust. Hold on. How to track abundance, Bruce Lee. And the search is all part of the time. And if I didn't do the search live on air, Dan, what did I tell you? Okay, get your headphones. Okay, well, you better do something. Turn it all the way down, or you better find some headphones. I'm gonna find this video on this playlist. I didn't want to have to search nowhere other than the playlist to find it. Alright. Well, if it's not on the playlist, since it's not on the playlist that I can see right now, watch when I find it.
complicated
It's already
process
on
that
there.
involves
I ain't
different
typed nothing.
kinds of memory.
I didn't type nothing just now. Sorry, y'all. Alright, here we go. I still didn't type nothing. Why is this thing not typing? That's not fair. Now I want to type up there. Yo, you know, that's why I love streaming. For moments like this. I'm literally typing right here, but it won't let me type on YouTube in the search bar. So hold on. Now it'll let me type. It didn't want me to type what I was about to type. Whatever the case, here we go. I gotta find the video. There you go. Alright, y'all. Enjoy. Y'all can spend the next 17 minutes with my mans. I found it, Dan. Knowledge of expansion
Might
pack.
not be a video game, but it certainly feels like it. So here is the tutorial, and I've been playing Earth video game since I spawned onto the map in 1981. I'm not one of the most experienced players, but I wanted to make a review or a tutorial here for you. I'm also going to share a few tricks on how you can hack the game. Closer to the end of the video, I'm going to share with you how to truly beat the game and get on the leaderboard. So basically, when you start the game Earth, you're dropped straight into the tutorial phase, and the developers call this childhood. And you learn the basics, how to interact, survive, and get by. But the thing is, this tutorial barely scratches the surface of what you'll need to know to play Earth really well and level up your character. In most games, when you choose a character, you get to break down all their strengths and weaknesses so you can plan accordingly. But in Earth, that is not how it works. The deep traits, the strengths and the flaws of your character are kept hidden from you on purpose. You don't get any guide telling you what you're naturally good at or where you might struggle. And the developers designed it this way. You have to dig, you have to work, you've got to explore and understand who your character really is. And most players who play Earth spend their entire lives without ever fully knowing their character's true potential. And they get stuck playing Earth on the surface level, and they miss out on the depth that could change the way they experience the entire game. One of the goals that you get in the game is bringing new players into the game. My character recently committed to another character named Michelle, and we used the game mechanics and the in-game coins to bring another user into the game, and we named her Hannah, and she's just now starting the tutorial phase. And this is a hard mission, so I would wait until you think your character's ready, because the game mechanics make you literally walk the character all the way through the entire tutorial phase if you decide to make a new character. Even though they start going to a different map location where other characters are going to help them for like 8 hours a day. This is called school. So not all players get the same tutorial. Some get a pretty easy start, and some have to face some serious crap right from the beginning of the game. But no matter what kind of intro that you get, Earth hides a lot of key details from every character. And you might think you've got your strengths and weaknesses nailed down, but the truth is there's always more to uncover. There's abilities and traits that come to light through missions and unlocking new levels of Earth. So the true goal is to know your character really deeply. So the biggest mistake that players on Earth make is assuming that they know their character just because they've been playing it for a while. But if you really want to thrive, you've got to go deeper. Most people never reach this level of insight. They're too caught up in reacting to the game's weird randomness instead of taking the time to learn who their character is. The game developers didn't give you the answers up front, and they won't make it easy for you to find. But once you do, Earth upgrades from just a survival game into this badass quest of self-mastery with brand new level unlocks and a lot more coins after the upgrade. And then we have glitches. Here's one of the biggest things that nobody tells you when you start playing Earth. Your character is probably running way too many programs at one time. If you imagine having 50 tabs open on your browser all the time. So the game developers turned off the open programs alert by default. So most players don't even realize that it's happening. And these programs keep running in the background. They cause your character to lag, and they reduce our critical abilities, our focus, and our overall performance just goes way down. In Earth, these background programs could be anything from unresolved tasks, emotional baggage that your character tries to hold on to, distractions, or habits that just don't level up your character at all. And then we get into entropy. This is the silent killer. If you don't keep revisiting your systems, how you're earning in-game points and coins, and what you're focusing on and how you're playing, you're going to start trending toward entropy. And this is true for all video games. And entropy is the slow drift into chaos and disorder that stops your character from focusing on what really matters. So to beat entropy, you've got to study Earth. You have to study the mechanics of this game, its rules, its hidden systems, and the more you understand how the game really works, the better you can control your character's progress. But let's be very real here. Most players will not put in the time, which makes leveling up fairly easy compared to most games. And the good news for you is you don't have to do it alone. You can hire someone to hack your account for you, like a coach. Coaches have studied the game, they know the shortcuts and the hacks to get you back on track faster than if you try to just figure out the whole game by yourself. And another way to reset your character and close some of those open programs is by using certain glitches in the game. One of the most effective glitches might be psychedelics. And if your character is in a location where psychedelics are legal, you can find them in the in-game shop and trade some coins for them. The more programs you close and the better you manage entropy, the more you can level up, earn more coins, and do stuff that is fun.
You know, with AI,
you can create any character you want in seconds.
This used to require huge Hollywood budgets.
Complex software.
Right.
In Earth, there are 5 key mechanics that no amount of AI or any kind of automation can really take over.
Let's talk for just a brief second. Now, for me, this is all sounding like, yeah, I've been here before. I've seen this before. I've heard this before. I thought this at one point in my life. You see what I'm saying? To hear it broken down, carry on, my friend. Carry on, my friend.
And these are the pillars success on Earth, and every character has to master them. So number one is connections and love. Building relationships with other characters is one of the most powerful mechanics in the game, and they're going to really pay off for you in the long run. The second one is production. So meaningful work is a core mechanic in the Earth game. And this isn't just about grinding for coins, it's about developing purpose. So what you produce, whether it's physical or intellectual or creative, gives your character a reason to keep playing the game. It's super important. Then we have number three, which is mindset. How your character thinks is everything in this game. Your internal game is just as important as the external, and there's no AI that can replace your ability to grow and adapt mentally. So choose good missions and good quests to take your character on. And number four is your overall character health. Monitoring your character's health is super important for taking the game's quests on and challenges. And this isn't just about physical health, it's about keeping your character in the best shape mentally and emotionally and physically. They have a lot of crap that you have to monitor, but it's totally worth it. And a healthy character performs way better, making it easier to get success and earn coins in the game. But it does get tricky. The game is filled with instant pleasures that look like you're leveling up, but it gives you a placebo. And these are things that give your character a quick boost, but there's no long-term benefit. Enjoyment, on the other hand, comes from achieving meaningful goals and staying aligned with your purpose. So the final goal of the developers is to get you to understand the game. Like, what is the purpose of the game? And this is the meta mechanic of the game. So studying the game itself. The more you understand the rules, the mechanics, and how they interact, the better you're going to play this game. And you can't outsource this to AI. And it's the difference between just surviving in Earth and truly thriving and leveling up your character like crazy. In Earth, the real secret to enjoying the gameplay is designing your own quests. And of course, the developers have pre-built missions and quests that you can go on, and they're almost limitless challenges that keep you busy. But if you want to play like a pro, you need to take full control. The players that are famous for getting the most points in this game don't actually wait for the game to give them tasks. They make their own, and they shape how their character's story unfolds themselves. So Steven Kotler, who's one of the characters in the game map right now, he wrote a tutorial called The Art of Impossible. He lays out a framework that's perfect for creating your own quests here on Earth. You can think of these like custom missions that you get to choose rather than letting the game pick for you. So number one is curiosity. In Earth, it drives your character toward exploration and new levels. And the more you follow curiosity, the more unique and exciting your quests are going to get. If you ignore it, you're going to get stuck in a lot of predictable crap. The second is passion. This is your quest compass, guiding toward missions that matter. And when you connect what excites you with what you're good at, your custom quests get really easy to put together. And the third is purpose. So think of this like your ultimate quest line in the game. This is the legacy that your character is going to leave behind. Purpose-driven quests aren't just about completing tasks. They're about creating something meaningful in the game, something that allows other characters to level up themselves in a same or similar way. It's one of the ways that you can get the other players to put your character's name on crap all around the map, and they will talk about you after you exit the game. Then we have autonomy. Autonomy gives you control over your character's direction instead of accepting default quests handed to you. And then we have mastery. The more practice and refinement that you do to your skills, the more powerful your character gets. And this gives you tools to take on even more challenging quests, and it gives you more coins to use in the shops. And as a pro tip, build your quests that avoid your character's anti-vision. The dystopian future that you absolutely don't want in the game, almost every player ignores this, and they never spend time to lay out the things that they do not want to occur.
Gaza is at a tipping point.
Once your quests get mapped out, It's time to build your mission goals, and you can think of them as checkpoints along your journey. These goals become the specific tasks that your character is going to tackle and level up, and they'll keep you focused on what matters and keep out of distraction mode. But then when it comes to distraction mode, there's something called the NPC trap. The developers added a trick to convert real players into NPCs, which is non-playable characters. If you're not familiar with NPCs, they're basically the characters in video games that don't have any real control over their actions. They just kind of repeat these routines over and over without any purpose or growth, like a shopkeeper or something like that. In Earth, this trap is very real, and it's right in front of us. Every time that your character gets sucked into social media, spends hours doom scrolling, politics, and basically you let the character get consumed by whatever media is making them pay attention to, you're walking right into NPC territory. One of the other ways they do this is by convincing you to keep learning and gathering information by taking game tutorials and never using that information on quests. Lots of game tutorials out there. Most people don't use them. They get addicted to the game tutorials. The developers don't want every player reaching the higher levels of development, so they flood the entire game with these distractions, and they make sure a lot of characters never get past a certain point. It's pretty brilliant. They seduce people with the easy stuff, and before they know it, they've become an NPC, just following trends and distractions that are out there. So all characters are prone to this, so be careful if you decide to try out Earth. Here's the way to hack that. The more you force your character to focus on what really matters, your decade, your year, your monthly goals, the less likely you are to fall into this trap. So keep your eyes on the long term. You level up your character a lot faster, and you get to complete missions and quests instead of wasting your character in low energy loops. They use low energy because it conserves memory processing for the game. At this point, you start seeing how much of the game is designed to derail you and how many people around you are stuck in the loop. And the difference between a real player and an NPC is that the NPC reacts and the player chooses what they want to do. So most of them don't even realize that their character converted into an NPC because they've been programmed by the game to believe they're still playing, but they're stuck on autopilot. Some of the NPCs we need to harvest coins, but most of the distractions are there to get you to take on smaller missions and compare your character's stuff to other gear so that you'll spend coins upgrading your skins and all the other stuff. Once you reach the end of the game, you get access to this character grading system that the game uses, and the game judges you only while you're exiting. Only when you're very close to exiting and leaving the game, you get judged on these 5 things. So here are the 5 secret things that the game is secretly rating you on to determine if you're going to go up on the leaderboard. First thing is decision perspective, and it's love versus fear. This is the ultimate test in the game. Without ever telling you, the developers designed life on Earth to evaluate how often you can make choices rooted in love, empathy, connection, and compassion versus all those that are driven by fear, like self-protection and judgment and isolation. The highest rated characters navigate the game from love a lot more often, even when fear seems like a really easy pass. All right, so secret grading system number 2 is your connection to others. Points are scored for collaboration, deep understanding, forgiveness, the ability to dissolve the illusion of separation. And the strongest players understand that they're not competing, but are in this together. That's the ultimate trick, because when people think of the word game, they think they're in a game. They think that there's a winner and a loser, but that's the ultimate trick, is just getting this in your head and living that in your life. Next is your adaptability. The game is going to throw endless plot twists at you. There's going to be loss and failure, unexpected change. Those people who can learn and grow from adversity score a lot higher. And players who cling too tightly to control and resist change are going to lose points like crazy and not even know it. Next, we have authenticity. There is a hidden bonus for playing your character in alignment with who you truly are, and it's not about playing by society's rules or trying to achieve external success. The developers reward characters who are true to their inner voice, their passions, their purpose, which most people don't figure out until they're about to exit the game completely. And the final secret rating that you're going to get when you're near the exit of the game is contribution. Points are tallied up for how much you give back to the game world, and it could be through helping other characters, sharing knowledge or leaving behind something that benefits future players. And basically, if you fix things for characters or improve the game map somehow, you get points for that. So remember, Earth is full of distractions and auto-assigned tasks that can keep you running in circles, but the best players zoom out. They set their course and take control of how their story ends. So it's your game, it's your rules. If you learn the game rules well enough, then you can break them. That's how you beat the game. And that's how you get on the leaderboards, by playing it on your terms. And don't forget, you can always reboot your character when things get tough with a psychologist character or one of the NPCs who will accept coins to fix some of your settings. And the cool thing about the game is you're never really stuck in a bad spot in Earth unless you choose to be. Overall, I'll give it 4.5 stars, and it's really fun. I'm still in the game right now as I'm making this video for other characters. If you focus on the points that we talked about to really, truly win the game.
Yes, sir.
Here is one more photo of the other character I connected with and the new character that we brought into the game who's in the tutorial phase right now. Your points also come from whether or not these new characters build points too. So you'll get points based on that as well. If you're also in the main map, let me know, and maybe our characters will meet up with each other. So you made it to the end. Most people don't do that, so I know that you're most likely committed to learning these skills, and I'm willing to bet that you're one of the few people who realize that these skills determine true success, and they always have. If you want to level up your skill level and take it from a casual interest to a serious study, click the link in the description, and I promise what you'll see will blow your mind. So until next time, if you're subscribed, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really hope you...
Yes, that's my guy. So that was by per special request right there. Dan, you can go back and watch that whenever you get a chance to. I hope that y'all were able to connect with that, or it resonated with you on some sort of level, because we all here, whether you like that video or not. You see what I'm saying? We all here. Let me turn my camera just a little bit. There you go. We all here. So it's not like you can take everything that he said and throw it in the trash. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I like it. We gonna keep moving forward. I got a little taste more that I want y'all to watch real quick, just because. Now, some of this y'all probably, some of y'all, if y'all been watching, y'all probably already heard this. If there's anybody new out there that ain't been watching, you ain't never heard this, but hey, check it out again. I need some of this.
Still in my head. So now all we have to do is go to
Let's see.
Automate, let's hit convert, and see the results.
You're still in my head, and I can't wait no longer.
I like it. Let's go with this one. Let's hit download.
The truth is, you're still in my head, and I can't wait no longer.
I need to get back into music.
I'll be just fine, but things don't feel right.
So honestly, I'm kind of mind blown.
They ain't new. They've been changing.
I remember one time I was driving through Arizona and I saw one of those giant earth-moving machines roaring along the road at about 35 miles an hour with what looked like 20 tons of dirt in it. A tremendous, incredible machine. And there was a little man perched way up on top with the wheel in his hands guiding it. And as I drove along, I was struck by the similarity of that machine to the human mind. Just suppose you're sitting at the controls of such a vast source of energy. Are you going to sit back and fold your arms and let it run itself into a ditch? Or are you going to keep both hands firmly on the wheel and control and direct this power to a specific worthwhile purpose? It's up to you. You're in the driver's seat. We must control our thinking. We must control our thinking. It's up to you. You're in the driver's seat. We must control our thinking. The very law that gives us success is a two-edged sword. The same rule that can lead a man to a life of success, wealth, happiness, and all the things he's ever dreamed of for himself and his family, that very same law can lead him into the gutter. It's all in how he uses it, for good or for bad. This is is the strangest secret in the world. For good or for bad. This is the strangest secret in the world. We must control our thinking. We must control our thinking. It's up to you. You're in the driver's seat. We must control our thinking. Now, why do I say it's strange, and why do I call it a secret? Actually, it isn't a secret at all. It was first promulgated by some of the earliest wise men, and it appears again and again throughout the Bible. But very few people have learned it, understand it. That's why it's strange, and why, for some equally strange reason, it virtually remains a secret. I believe that you could go out and walk down the main street of your town and ask one man after another what the secret of success is, and you probably wouldn't run into one man in a month who could tell you. Now, this information is enormously valuable to us if we really understand it and apply it. It's valuable to us not only for our own lives, but the lives of those around us, our family, employees, associates, and friends. Life should be an exciting adventure. It should never be a bore. A man should live fully, be alive. He should be glad to get out of bed in the morning. He should be doing a job he likes to do because he does it well. We must control our thinking. We must control our thinking. It's up to you. You're in the driver's seat. We must control our thinking. One time I heard Grove Patterson make a speech, the editor-in-chief of the Toledo Daily Blade. And as he concluded his speech, he said something that I've never forgotten. He said something like this: "My years in the newspaper business have convinced me of several things. Among them, that people are basically good, and that we came from someplace, and we're going someplace. So we should make our time here an exciting adventure. The architect of the universe didn't build a stairway leading nowhere, and the greatest teacher of all, the carpenter from the plains of Galilee, gave us the secret time and time again. As ye believe, so shall it be done unto you. As ye believe, so shall it be done unto you. As ye believe, so shall it be done unto you. As ye believe, so shall it be done unto you. As ye believe, so shall it be done unto you. As ye believe, so shall it be done.
Now, I hope
unto
you
you.
enjoy that. I'm gonna try to sit
As you
quietly,
believe.
just listen to it, let y'all listen to it, and absorb what is being said there. Now, remember the topic for today is how to win at life. We got a good example of, one angle saying, hey, it's a game, and we've got a good at least 30 years of gaming history that we can call from to say what is the best way to go about this thing. And remember, video games, they literally mimic life. They literally program them as best they can to try to mimic life. So it's not a bad idea to look at it in that way, because that's just taking the notes in the handbook that you already got and applying it to what you already doing. And then on top of that, we know that everything, whether it be a chair, a table, you, me, first was a thought. So it's important that we control our thinking. Now, sometimes people like to attach words to things that make you feel like you shouldn't be doing something. For example, you see the person, you walking down the street, it's a busy street, but there's a park, and you see the person in the park, in the center of the park, with people walking their dog around and all of that, and they just kindly and silently, legs crossed, eyes closed, meditating, or just silent. You may think to yourself, if you're not on that vibration, or you ain't in that way or that state of mind, that's odd. But if you don't think that's odd, that means you're in that state of mind. Now, that state of mind is where you're going to shop around for all of the clarity you want to see when you, or want to have when you outside of that state of mind. Now, let me say that again. If you are in sleep or coma, you might not really be doing this proactively. But if you are in your room 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes out of the day, consciously breathing and thinking about the next outcome, the next few seconds, the next year even, then you're doing this. And what it's doing is shaping everything to come when you're outside of that moment, that you're just silently breathing and trying to shape it. All right. Now, controlling your thinking is the one thing that can produce that outcome that you want. It'll have you making the choices that lead you in that direction. Remember we finding our way. I'm on a roll right now, Eli. I'm on fire. Remember, we finding our way. So if you're finding your way, you know where you're at in a sense, and you know where you want to go to in a sense. So you don't want to keep doing those things that are going to keep you going in a direction away from what you want. You want to make those choices that's going to lead you in the direction that you want. Now, it's one thing not to really know and then wait to see the outcome, but still inside of you, you get a sense of what it is you want through the choice that it is that you have, where what it is the outcome is going to be through it, the choice that it is that you're making. Now, throughout all of that and throughout everything in your entire life, from the time that you were a baby to right now, even dogs, birds, little earthworms, and everything of the sort, your thoughts and your thinking, it's a channel, it's a frequency, unseen, but exists nonetheless. Now, a lot of people like to be like, oh, well, I don't know about that, and I don't believe this because I can't see it. But at the same time, their house will get blown over by a tornado and a hurricane, and you can't see neither one of those until they pick some dirt up in a whole half a house. You can't see no wind. Wind blowing outside right now, you can't see it until that bird set that wings on there and take off. You go ahead and you jump off the top and set your wings on the wind. See how it turn out for you too. All right. You can do it. Don't take it like I'm joking and being funny. You can do it. You get the right apparatus to be able to sail on that thing. It's just like surfing. But you can't do it like how you are. So all things that are unseen, that don't mean it doesn't exist. So get into the realm of thought. Now, when somebody asks you, do you hear voices? You debate on the choice that you, or the answer you gonna give to them. That's because that's neither here nor there. What they saying is what's important, all right? Get you. You see what I'm saying? If they saying stuff like that, then you might need to pay a little attention and listen to something, change the channel. But most times, you pick what it is that you hear. And we ain't gonna debate on that too hard, but just know it's the truth. We know it's the truth. Now, y'all heard me talk. Let's listen to somebody else talk. But in order for you to find your way through this thing, at any level, controlling your thinking and having some sort of understanding that it is under your control, your choices, a lot of the aspects of the so-called game, like we saw in our first video. Now I give you one more thing on the way up out of here. All right, we're gonna watch a music video, but I don't think they have a clean version. We'll watch just a bit of it. For all of my old people who ears can't take it, and for my copyright engine thing that's gonna tag me, it's okay. Whatever that is, y'all, please grab that. Get up and grab that. So we can stop just throwing stuff on the floor.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption life. Know what I'm talking about?
With a camera.
Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Yeah. Yeah. Get out the way. Get the fuck up out my way. Yeah. Yeah. You either with me or against me, ho. Yeah. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Yeah. Fuck everything else. Win, 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 win. These niggas ain't shit. Win, 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 win. Stop chasing that bitch. Win, 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 win. Yeah. Big J Rock go.
All right. Now, he gave us a few key words, key things in that. We ain't gonna be down too much or play the whole song. But if you want to win at life, the first thing you got to do is realize which side you on. If you want to win at life, you got to recognize which side you on. Now, you could either be preparing yourself to win, or you could be preparing yourself to lose. You got to recognize what side you on, and you got to know if you preparing yourself to win or you preparing yourself to lose. Now, my advice now in these last 5 minutes of the show is that you make it up as you go along. That has to be as easy to do to you as breathing. You gotta be fluid. Now, making it up, maybe it sounds in English like a bad thing to do. All right. For example, a teacher should not be just making stuff up. They should have a history teacher at that. Should not just be making stuff up. All right. But woodshop is a whole nother story. Woodshop, you can make it up. But parts of it you can't make up. And that's what the second part of this is. The woodshop teacher, he can make up what he wants to design. He can. I'm going to make this. And I'm going to make it how I want to make it. I'm going to make it 3 levels and da-da-da-da-da. But the process to get there, to get that finished design, to get that finished 3rd level, whatever, cannot be made up. You can't make that up. He knows the steps. He's going to follow the steps. But he's going to make that up what he wants. All right? So keep that fluid. But in order for him to follow those steps, there has to be discipline. All right? Discipline comes from vision. It comes from vision. You don't just wake up talk about you gonna run 6 miles for the next 3 weeks. All right? You not gonna run today. You not running today. Talk about you running for the next 6 weeks. Watch what's gonna happen. You can be like, well, and then everything else gonna set in after that. Well, I am gonna walk. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I don't even know why I thought that. You understand? So discipline comes from vision. With a lack of vision, you won't get discipline or what you get after you disciplined. All right? You have to have vision. So that fluidity that you take, I'm gonna drop levels on you. You feel what I'm saying? That we ain't going up levels, we gonna drop levels on you. So that fluidity can help to give you the energy that you need to drive yourself to the discipline and the vision. If you can see that you're winning the race at the end of the 6 weeks you've used to prepare running, then you gonna stay disciplined. You're gonna stay disciplined. How do I know this? Because I know a young man who was not disciplined. He was me. And I am disciplined now. On a level. Whatever level I'm telling you I'm disciplined on that level. Believe me. Now, after you got all of the tools and you discipline, you know whatever's whatever, you can actually win. Because you're going to orient yourself at all times towards the decisions that are going to lead you to your success, to winning. You see what I'm saying? You keeping that open mind to be creative and flow with the different situations that's given to you. Now I'm dropping, I'm a time travel and watch this. Because I needed to hear this 10 years ago to myself. Anyway. You keep an open mind and stay fluid about the decisions that you're going to have to make. You keep an open mind and stay creative about all of the choices that you could make. You have some sort of vision of the outcome, some sort of goal that you can see lined up in front of you. And that will help you to create. It's not going to create it for you. You got to do the work. You understand what I'm saying? You got to do the work. It's not going to create it for you, but it will help to fuel you to be disciplined to get that outcome that you're looking for. That's going to help you to make the choices that's going to lead you to win. You do not want to make a choice. All right, if I'm growing a plant, I don't want to pee on it. That's not going to help it to win. It's not going to grow at all. Forget growth. It's not going to win. That's not a winning plant. You're not going to get a prize pumpkin from peeing on it. All right? Use these things because it sounds so simple. It's common sense. It's everything that I already know. So make the world a better place with it. All right, that's another episode of Expansion Pack. Y'all know what time it is. I'm going to boil y'all down. Yeah, boil you down. Maybe I play a song you never heard but have heard. There will not be an episode sitting here at the desktop tomorrow. Or maybe they will. I don't know. We shall see. But Healthy Mental tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all keep tapping in with me. It might not be this nice clean cut episodes like we doing right now, but I promise you, you will get something. All right, I won't leave you hanging. So, y'all do your thing for the rest of the day. I'm glad y'all came through. This is DGTA TV. Don't leave before you hear this song, baby.
Care about this last
Don't leave before you hear this song.
This last thing.
Chill. Let me turn it up for y'all. If you haven't already, make sure you turn on the notifications. Make sure you do everything that I told you to do to make sure you're back in here tomorrow. This is DGTA TV. Peace.
Shawty, you a 10, just gotta make it, baby. Win, win, win. Let me take you down. Take you down. Your body, yaddy, yaddy, got me thinking out loud. This is the last take, last take. Your body, yaddy, yaddy, got me thinking out loud. We're going on a fun ride, and we're gonna have fun times. It's only gonna be you and I. Getting lit to the sunrise. Keep it real. Let me whisper in your ear and tell you something that you wanna hear, baby.
Yeah, I took the matches into mine. You fell in love with the surprise with maybe. And I can't admit it, I was too dry. And I say I don't regret it. You might just feel extra surprised when you answer my ride. My slides with my side, you look in my eyes. My power is persuasion, baby. Let me see you can ride if you stay broke, shawty. Let me be, let me take it down, take it down. Your body, yaddy, yaddy, got me thinking you're lying. Let me take it down. Your body, yaddy, yaddy, got me thinking you're
We going on a fun ride, and we're gonna have fun times.
It's only gonna be you and I, getting lit to the sunrise.
We going on a fun ride, and we're gonna have fun times.
I wish someone started us when it came through. So let me take it down.
Remote handles global employment at